So what I have here is a broken cutting of a pink cactus plant, which I just cut off because as you can see that it's been eaten and munched by earwigs, but it is actually had a bud right here. Well, we moved the plants around and to get rid of the earwigs, well, unfortunately that branch fall off. So what I have here is a little pot that I'm going to stick this in, and what I'm using is potting soil. Even if I just have this little piece here, I could grow it, but because two of them fall off, so I'm just gonna let the other one come down like that, and you just stick it into a tiny pot like so, and give it some water, and I promise you it will bloom. Even though it's gotten eaten by earwigs, it's gotten neglected, and it's had a bud, but I promise you it will bloom and it will thrive. So by next year I'll probably have multiple leaves coming out. Eventually it will grow, and it will do very good. So this is a pink cactus flower that I have broken off. So little pieces like this, to me, I think is like little life, little treasure. It's like a little baby that is growing. So good luck out there, and all you have to do is put it into potting mix, the soil that I use here, potting mix, and put them in a little pot. You want to put them in a shaded low light area because they are actually injured, and they need to take root. So just low light and very little water, because they are a cactus, they don't need a lot of water. So let's hope this guy survive, which I think he will. So we have some more. These are cuttings of the little cactus plant that I have here. And as you can see, this one is a little offspring that I grew from one or two, I think one little, I just snipped off a piece here and I grew them. But also it's been attacked by earwigs. So you want to pay attention to your plant, otherwise it's getting eaten by critters and by earwigs. And as you can see, these little pots container here, they are super duper cute and tiny, and I'm actually using the same method, which is the this one here. It's a little bit protected underneath a netting, and it's not been eaten because it's underneath the netting. So if you have cactus, Christmas cactus, of which you are growing and has been eaten by critters, this is what you need to do to protect them if you actually are growing them outside like I am, because I basically for Christmas or for birthdays or for whatever, my friends tend to ask me, hey Kim, do you have this plant? Do you have that plant? May I get a cutting or may I get a starter? And so that's something that I do, and my friends absolutely loved it, and to be honest with you, I like it too, because it allows me to not having to go out and get them gifts, since things are getting to be a little bit pricey, and I want to give a gift that the person can remember and can enjoy for a long time. Now, as we all know, with the Christmas cactus, you can actually grow them for 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, and it can be passed down generation to generation. So even though a small plant like this, or just a loaf of cutting, can become a big plant, it just takes time and patience, like everything else we do. So with that being said, good luck out there. Take care, and soon you will have a big Christmas cactus from a small little cutting, which, as you can see, my starter, my little ones they're different stages because I did the cutting at different times and based on requests. And so we have some that are flowering, we have some that are still tiny and starting, but it is a little bit of something for we all to enjoy. And if you just do it right, you can enjoy it for over several decades. So giving the gift of life, I think, is better than just to give a senseless gifts like I don't know, clothing or something that doesn't teach us patience. I think gardening and giving flowers, giving seeds, actually teach everyone, especially myself, a lot of patience, a lot of, yeah, what can I do to make it look better? What can I do to let it bloom? And so that's the strategy that I love about gardening and propagations and growing plants organically, and learning how to propagate, learning how to let them grow into something else, and sharing them with amongst friends, amongst families. And that's something that I held dear to my heart. And that's why I started the group. And that's the reason why I encourage everyone to, even though you have a tiny cutting, such as so, or this, you can make it into a big plant. It's easy to go out and buy a big plant. It's not that expensive, $5, $6. But that doesn't teach you patience. It doesn't teach you the resilience, and it doesn't help you learn how the plant grow. But by starting something anew, by starting something very tiny, protecting it will give you a sense of satisfaction and teaches you how to grow and make the plant better. We all can go to a nursery and drop $20, $30, $40, $50, heck, even $200, and get a big growing plant. Let it come home, enjoy it for a season or two, a year or two, and then it die off. But by learning how to propagate, by learning how to nurture it from the time it was tiny to the time it grew into a big plant, will teach you patience, will teach you how to see the plant grow, and the resiliency of each individual plant that you grew in your garden. So that's what really gets me, and that's what's really matter. And as you can hear in my voice, I'm still sick, but I've been out of my garden for a long time, and today I just have to be out. I can't stay out of my garden for too long, but as you can hear in my voice, I can barely talk. So that's the reason why I love gardening. It's the reason why I love plants. And I don't care how small the plant is, how weak the plant are. My goal is to make the plant grow better and be healthier, just like I'm gonna be better and wiser and healthier.